Alright, covers, 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 covers. That is me saying covers 5 times. Because that is how many covers you will be seeing in this video of mine. We don't have any theme this time, and we don't have any stories about my dad, other than he has started saying he prefers Simon and Garfunkel to Thin Lizzy, and that his favourite Simon and Garfunkel song is You Can Call Me Al. Maybe he thinks Chevy Chase is Art Garfunkel. I will have to pursue that train of thought next time I see him. Kevin Nowlan with his cover to Hulk 292 featuring Dragon Knight. Actually, no, he looks more like Aerodactyl. It is like if you took Dragonite and Aerodactyl to the Pokemon Breeding Centre that was introduced in Pokemon Gold and Silver, Generation 2. If you took them two Pokemons, you would get, they would produce this character. I bet I was shit and called him Man Dragon in a video. Nah, let's throw it open to you. Which Pokemon do you prefer, Aerodactyl or Dragonite? Now, some of you might be going purely on cosmetic appearance, but others might be aware that Aerodactyl is actually the fastest Pokemon in Gen 1. And if you have a good level Aerodactyl, you will outspeed everything in combat. I am surprised I have not had this cover on one before. This is Iron Man 96. And some people misattribute this cover to Jack Quimby. But it is actually the mighty Al Milburn, has his signature on it and everything. We have a defeated Iron Man, still ready to fight. This is one of Bill Bungalow's first issues as the book's regular writer. And core, what a good cover to have on your comic book issue. It wasn't going to be long before the Spider-Woman collection started rearing its head into these covers videos. There's some good covers in that series, like this one, issue 27. Spider-Woman tied up to a chair, and you can see her captor's reflection in the blade of a knife. It is the Green Gobbler, Lee Harvey Oswald. I think he is the Green Gobbler in this one. It won't be Skeet Ulrich, because they were friends. But I suppose so were her and Lee Harvey Oswald. I'll have to read it to find out who is the Gobbler. Maybe it's you. It was you all along. You were the Green Gobbler. Wanted a hot woman in this one, so here is Canary. Canary in her divisive 80s superhero costume. I have always liked it because she was wearing these in these comics. And these comics were, I suppose, my proper formal introduction to her as a character. And it's something different, innit? I prefer the fishnets, but what man doesn't? In the cold winter months, Canary gets cold too. Also, this is a jokey Justice League International cover with Booster Gold and Blue Beetles carrying heavy shit. Brian Bollocks makes his triumphant return to these here covers videos. I had to give him a time out for a bit. Chances are, if you are mostly renowned as a cover artist like Brian Bollocks, you are going to get a good amount of usage in these videos. And if your colouring is as bad as his recolouring of The Killing Joke, then it is a good argument for never letting him do anything besides covers. This is Tales of the Green Lantern's Corpse, issue 2. It is quite early work for Brian Bollocks. It is a good cover. Thought of a story to tell though. When I was 14, 15, probably 16, possibly even as old as 17. A little shit I was. I used to love making music on, what was it, Rock Pro? Guitar Pro, that was it, Guitar Pro. I used to make a lot of stuff on that, but one of the things I did, I used to make songs that never started, songs that never kick in. It would just be a 10-minute track of a drum beat, and it sounded like it was about to start and become a song, but it never would. It would just be like a standard 4/4 beat, and sometimes there would be a bass note, a root note at the start of a bar, or there would be a build up, or it would keep adding another layer, but it would never go anywhere. At most it would just go back to the 4/4 beat, like it was the world's longest intro to a song. It would never ever start. I liked making shit like that and burning it to a CD and leaving it around the house, because my dad would always find it and he would end up playing it in his car, and he would get annoyed when there wasn't any song. He would always think his CD player was broken. Then what he would do sometimes is, oh god, this is funny, he would eject it from the player and toss it out the window. He would throw the CD out his car window. But the best one was, there was one time, it was an actual CD. It just took ages to get into the song. I think it was Stereophonics or something. It took about a minute to get to the words, and he threw it out the window. Here are 5 good comic book covers. Do you want to hurl any of them out your car window? I've got to give them 7 minutes of nothing up.